911, what is the location of your emergency?
This is started an incomplete call. Call taker heard. Caller yelling for help. Unknown circumstances.
Take a deep breath for me, okay? Help is on the way.
Charles 35, fighting with what? 1 Charles 35, I copy. Units to start code 3 to 1 Charles 35. Sergeant to copy. Papers for you.
You're listening to the Raspy Dispatcher. Hello, everybody. This is Ashley, and welcome to the Raspy Dispatcher. Today's episode is another segment of our Heroes Behind the Headset, where we take a moment to highlight a fellow dispatcher, someone who's doing good things for the community, serving with honor, and really going above and beyond the call. For those of you who are already dispatchers or who are looking to be dispatchers and are just kind of, out there in social media, in dispatch communities, might have noticed that a lot of profile pics do have a thin gold line American flag. This is to honor this week's hero behind the headset, Rachel Hodge. On Saturday, April 18, 2020, Camden County Sheriff's Office experienced a tragic loss. Their emergency 911 communications officer, Rachel Hodge, lost her life in a traffic crash on Interstate 95. Rachel just completed her shift. She had successfully watched over and protected her officers throughout the night, handing her duties off to the next dispatcher at 0600 hours. At 06:15 a.m., Rachel was headed south on the interstate when her car collided with a tractor trailer. I can only imagine dispatchers receiving the call, starting the help, and first responders showing up to the scene of the crash. The scene was somber, per reports, as those on the scene came to realize that they had lost one of their own. One of their communications officers had perished. Those who were on scene knew Rachel. They had worked with her. They had known her personally or professionally in some shape or form. Rachel was an individual that spent her career and the entire night prior directing officers, helping citizens, advising people what they needed and where they needed to go to get help. A woman who dedicated her time and life to assisting people in need, being a calm voice in the chaos. Rachel recently became a mother and was so proud of her newborn. She was a 7-year veteran as a communications officer. She was described as professional by her peers, always remained calm and passed that calmness and reassurance onto those who had called for help. As a communications officer, she always went above and beyond, gathering as much information as possible for officers prior to sending them to a call for service. Rachel comes from a family that bleeds blue, so it only makes sense that she followed the family tradition by becoming a communications officer and serving her state of Georgia honorably. Rachel's father, Chris Hodge, is a captain with the Georgia Department of Natural Resources and was a former deputy with the Camden County Sheriffs Office. Her grandfather, Jack Hodge, had been a peace officer through the decades, retiring from the Camden County Sheriff's Office. Her uncle, Kurt Hodge, was also a jailer with Camden County, overseeing the prisoner work details that improved the community. Kurt, like his father, moved to the middle of Georgia and continues to work in law enforcement. With that kind of background, it only makes sense that Rachel went on to do what she did, as well as she did it. My heart goes out to the Camden County Sheriff's Office, to the family of Rachel, and all of her loved ones who are experiencing a tremendous loss right now. A private funeral was held for Rachel on Wednesday, April 22nd. The family does request, in lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the charity of your choice in Rachel's honor. Rachel, I did not know you personally, but it is with great honor that I announce that you are this week's hero behind the headset. Thank you for your service, for always being there for your officers, dispatchers, and countless citizens that called on you for help. Those we help may not always remember our names, but we will certainly remember yours. Thank you, Rachel, our hero behind the headset, our headset angel. Thank you for your service. Rachel Hodge, Camden County, Georgia, Camden County Sheriff's Office, End of watch, Saturday, April 18th, 2020. Thank you for your service. We got it from here.